I mean, look at all that dialogue that I'm skipping through.
I'm gonna scum. I'm gonna scum.
Actually, that's what
What?
we're going to get. What? Anyway, something actually quite interesting. If you want to, you can actually view the items you want that you have. It's quite not really anything useful, but you have to use it for a couple of things.
It's still kind of a neat feature, I think, because a lot of games don't let you do that.
I know, like, I remember the first Resident Evil let you, and a couple of the later ones let you examine items, but there's really not too many games that let you examine the things that you have.
Actually, I was really happy to see that in Skyrim, as a matter of fact.
Oh yeah, that's actually really cool too.
I mean, because, like, even still now, it's still not very common.
No, there's really with adventure games, usually with inventory, you're pretty limited to just like a little image of it or something like that. Because the thing about like with Resident Evil and stuff like that, and especially in the remake, is that when you examine some items are actually puzzles. So like you have to examine them to try to figure out the puzzles and everything like that. Oh, check this out.
And exactly where do you want it?
Well, right here. Google sound just you have to get used to it. Schlurk.
A testicle.
A testicle.
Slap me in the face.
Ah, look at this, look at this, look at this. Isn't that pretty, everybody?
That damn testicle, that little bastard.
Anyway, we've got our scum. That was supposed to be a family show. Ah, who cares? Anyway, we're gonna move on. We have, I think, 1 or 2 more items left to grab.
I said that loud, didn't I?
That actually does sound pretty bad. Now this part confuses a lot of people. I'm gonna show you guys one of the ways that people tend to die the first time playing this game. I remember when I was younger, it took me a little while to eventually figure out how to do this one. But you're down here is a peat moss, and it's like a big giant bog of peat moss. And well, let's just try to get some. I love that dive. Look at this, look at this. I love this. 10. One of the most epic deaths of any games.
Out of the bushes, tiny scorecards appear. 59, 59, 60, 58, and 35. Huh. Looks like the Eastern European rabbit is judging again.
Anyway, how we get the peat moss is you have to tie the rope to the branch.
I just love how classic and retro this is.
I know
I haven't seen a game like this since like I was a kid.
Another thing is this little point counter. Yeah. It basically whenever you do tasks, you get points. I think you also have to do them at a certain speed. Oop. I don't think that's right. No, it isn't. What? Oh, I know what I forgot to do. Torin's actually very agile. This is what we gotta do. We gotta tie the rope to...
Everybody likes to do that in bed. What? Who said that?
Anyway. Let's... It better. There we go. Grab.
You know what he's into.
Oop. Well, there goes his bag. Or his purse, rather. There goes Torin's purse into the bog. Can't get it back anymore, so let's try to grab onto this branch. Okay. Shut up and just reach this goddamn branch. There we go.
My purse! I need my tampons!
Now, how is he going to get the purse back?
I know he needs his tampons.
my bag.
Your purse. It's a purse, Torin. Get it right. What is my dog doing?
Stop. What?
What? Oh, Jesus. Lovely.
Boogle? You mean this whole time you could have walked right out on that bog?
I just love how unnecessary some of the parts of the game are.
Only when it's funny, huh? Only when it's funny you.
That doesn't even make sense. Okay, I think now's about a good time to save the game. We'll just save over it again. There's not really too many ways that you can screw up in the game and get stuck. I don't even think there is any ways that you can. Okay. And the reason some people may be wondering why I'm collecting all this stuff now. If you haven't played this game, you'll know that to get out of this world is an annoying little man, and everything will come together. And I just realized I forgot to do something. And this is actually one of the first bits where Boogle actually becomes useful. For the most part, he just follows you around and is pretty useless, but I'm going to want to use the moat scum there.
Well, I guess I'll just leave this delicious moat scum right here for a while.
Mmm. Tasty.
Now I'm gonna get you.
We need those slugs. Too slow.
Those slugs are so fast, I'll never catch them like this. If only I could make a trap.
And this is where we're going to need Boogle.
Boogle, can you make a box right over that moat scum?
The weird thing about Boogle is that he only uses his little transformations about one time in each game, so... Or one time and through the entire game, so I mean he's pretty useless. Like, with the exception of a few bits. Don't touch the...
Whoa, these spines are razor sharp. I'd better be careful.
Ugh. Oh, shut up. I really do not like Torin that much.
That's it.
He's not a super likable character. Like, I don't even really feel sorry for him. It's kind of strange, but I really don't.
I kind of wish he just died.
Well, he dies quite often in the game. I'm going to be abusing him quite a bit, so... Every way
I mean,
that
in the original... I mean, like, in the beginning of the game, you know, it's like... Why didn't you just die in the beginning and just let me play as somebody more likable, you bastard?
I know.
That's what I'd be like.
But then there's no point in the game anymore because he's already dead. But, yeah, that's where we're going to be heading
out of hell, like in Dante's Inferno.
Actually, technically, that's pretty much where we're going, is hell. Gotta go to hell, and then we're gonna be at the super lands below, and... Ugh. Believe me, this game is just contrived as all hell. We're gonna want to move forward. And before we knock on the door, we're gonna want one of these.
Nice blue color, eh, Boogle?
Yeah, what's that?
Yep.
You rang?
This guy's funny.
Who are you? Where'd you come from?
Where'd
What
you
are
come
doing
from?
there?
What did you
Trying
doing here?
to sneak by me? Oh, I wasn't asleep, no sir. I heard you come
You
through.
need more
I
wine.
wasn't trying to sneak by you. I'm Torin,
Alcohol.
and I really need to
Alcohol.
know the lands below.
He is actually an alcoholic, I believe. I firmly believe this guy's an alcoholic.
Hello? You're one of them?
Remember, there's like, wait a minute, I'm not an alcoholic, I don't even drink.
No, no,
And I was
not
like,
you,
oh,
him.
in the game.
Him.
I was like, oh, wait a minute, I had to put it together.
You won't neither.
Oh, no, you
Ugh.
don't understand. I'm not from the lands below. I want to go there.
These are some
You
On the
ugly
game, I'm
people.
like trying
Go
to...
there? Why, no one goes there. That's no
Well,
place for any self-respect.
kind of a bit of a plot point is that people tend to not travel between these lands. So Torin wanting to go to the lands below is kind of strange to them. And when we get to the other places where he does go, he is viewed as being very strange to them because people just don't travel to these other lands.
So just too damn lazy.
They just tend to not want to mess around in the lands below. And what's really strange is that like each one has its own sky and atmosphere, I guess you could say. It's just weird. Like when you see the next land below, it's like if you're beneath still, like do you have a sky? So I already know this bit of plot point anyway. I didn't even have to listen to the conversation. But pretty much this guy is waiting for his replacement, and his replacement is about 30 years later or so. And he's refusing to let you in until, you know, he doesn't want you in at all, but he's waiting for his replacement who's never coming. But we got to think of something to get inside.
Who goes there?
It's me. I'm your replacement.
What a...
What? You are? Finally, it's about time. You must be 10 years late. Where have you been?
Traffic.
Traffic.
Huh?
This game is so stupid. The jokes are so childish. Then again, this game was made, you know, for children.
Okay.
The reason that I know of this game is that way back in the day when my mom and my sister had gotten a Windows 95 desktop, okay? This is how old it was. This is how long ago it was. They gave us a book full of all these discs with games and stuff like that. One of them just so happened to be Torin's Passage. My brother threw away all of these discs, and I recently reacquired it, so yeah.
So, get started.
Okay, get started with what? A blowjob.
You young'uns anything that basic anymore?
A blowjob.
Well, maybe, but I wasn't
Pedo old man.
top of my class, you know?
Well, I think Torin's only like 16 or something.
Mean nothing no more. What's
I don't
True.
quote me on that though.
Where's your
I mean, it's kind of
Well,
one of those
you know, that's
cases.
what I would say. It's like, you know, it's like based on how young the character looks, I would say like 16 to 17.
Well, he tends to be one of those characters that like he doesn't look as young as he actually is. Like, you know, like some games where the character is like only supposed to be 16, yet they look like they're freaking in their 30s. It's kind of one of those deals.
What is it you'd like exactly?
You mean you didn't bring it with you? Well, you won't find no
Well,
home for
my dog
comforts
is
out
getting into
here.
something.
It's your problem, not mine. I know what I want.
Do you?
Exactly what do you want for your last meal?
A big juicy cock.
I ain't dead yet. Hey, who are you?
All right, Grandpa, but this is the last time.
Oh, brother. Why, yes. I am your
Bear with me for a second, guys.
You
I
know, there's
gotta
a tradition
move
that
some
the
stuff so my
guard
dog will
prepares
stop
the
making
departing
noise.
guard's meal, so I'm gonna fix yours.
Dang right I know. And I know what I want. Hope you brought it with
Hey,
you.
where is she?
What'll you
Okay,
have?
I'm back.
For my appetizer, I want juice. Berry juice. Freshly squeezed. None of that canned crap either.
Talk about it.
Berry juice, huh?
He wants some berries.
Sure.
So, instead of going, because really you can talk to this guy pretty much from the start, and let him send you on these quests. But since I've already played this game, I already know exactly what he wants. So